Hello everyone, it's Coach Brendon here again, and welcome back to another session with Logan together. Today's session, we're going to be doing some challenging games, and we're going to be competing a little bit. So today I've got Coach Anar with me, and it's going to be Coach Brendon versus Coach Anar. Alright, so before we start this game, let's go into a warm-up so that we can make sure that we're ready to play and we're eliminating any chance of injury. So Coach Anar is going to jump in with me, and we're going to do a bit of a warm-up. Can you hop up? Get yourself ready, get yourself some space, and let's go through the warm-up together. So Coach Anar, we're going to start with our heads, and we're just going to do a quick one. We're just going to go side to side. Side, side, side. Are you doing this with us? Now let's go forward and back. Looking up to the sky. Perfect. Now can we go down to our shoulders? We're going to do some shoulder rolls to the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let's make it tricky. 1 to the front, 1 to the back. Coach, there, you got it? Good job. Alright, shake that out. Now let's do our hips. I'm just going to do some quick turns. Nice and easy. Can you feel that stretch up your back? We just want to loosen up those muscles so we're ready to exercise and to have some fun. Now let's do a quick little jog on the spot. Jog, jog, jog. Listening for my cues. Honeys. Bottom kicks. Honeys. Can. No. Just kidding. Alright, so now our bodies are nice and warm. Our blood's flowing, we're ready to go. Let's get ready for the first session. Okay, so the first activity is called flag throw. And all you need for this activity is a flag. But if you don't have a flag, you can use a tea towel or any sort of material. What you want to do is you and your partner want to stand opposite sides. So if you can see here, I've got some cones laid out. If you don't have cones, that's completely fine. You can use pillows, you can use rocks, just allow yourself a bit of space. What we're going to do for this game is if we move over to Coach Anar, Coach Anar is going to stand on this side, and she's going to throw her flag up in the air like this. And what it is it's my job to run from my side to try and catch that flag before it hits the ground. If it hits the ground, I don't get a point. If I catch it, I do get a point. And what Anar has to do is she has to run from her side to try and catch my flag. So don't make it easy for your opponent, don't throw it to them. Throw it up, the wind will catch it, and they have to run to try and get it. We're going to show you a demonstration. Get yourself ready, get your space, and then it's your turn to have a go. Alright, so now you've seen the demonstration. I hope that you've got yourself ready. I hope you're up and ready to go. If you don't have a partner, that's fine. You can work out different ways to do it by yourself. So what you can do is you can throw it up as high as you can, run to a certain spot, and try and make it back to catch your own cloth. What Anar and I are going to do to make the challenge harder is every time we catch it, we're not going to wait for the other person to be ready, we're going to throw it again. We've got to make it tricky. Are you ready? Let's go. Okay, so that one was tricky. because sometimes the wind would catch it and you had to run even faster. I don't know about you, Anar, but I'm kind of tired.
Me too.
So the score for that one, Anar caught 2 and dropped 1, and I caught 2 and dropped 1. So we're even. The score's 1-1 for now. How did you go? Keeping score? You challenging yourself? Good job. Have another go. See how you go, and we'll get ready for the next activity. Alright, so who's ready for the next activity? Great. This one is called Bird Protecting the Eggs. All you need for this session activity is a skipping rope or something long that you can spin around. Some sort of ball. I'm going to use a ping pong ball. You could use a rock or anything like that. And then what you used for cones before, keep that, because we're going to balance the ball on top of those. That's part of the game. So what I'm going to do is Anar and I are going to show you an example. Then I'm going to give you time to get set up. Then Anar and I are going to compete. And then you and your friend, or you're going to compete. So with this one, we have 1 minute to try and steal the egg and put it onto the cone. You ready? Alright, so if you're the bird, what you need to do is protect the eggs. So Anar is a lizard, and she's going to try and steal my eggs. And I can't let that happen. So what you want to do is have your rope ready, and you're going to spin it around so that it's creating a block so that lizard can't get in. What the lizard wants to do is sneak in, steal the eggs without getting hit by the rope. Remember, if you're doing this at home, just do it nice and gentle so no one gets hurt. If the lizard gets hit with this, it's fine, it's not going to hurt. So you make sure you do it nice and gentle. So now Anar's going to have a go at trying to steal the eggs and placing them in her safe spot. Alright, so you saw how that worked. Because Anar got hit with the rope, she has to put the egg back, and then she's only got 1. So Anar has 1 minute to try and get 4 eggs and balance them on 4 of her cones, which is her safe space. Okay, so now we're actually going to do it. So Anar will have a minute to try and get 4, then I'll have a minute to try and get 4, and we'll see who wins this round. Go get yourself set up, get ready to join in. Alright, so Anar did such a good job. She got all of the 4 eggs in only 39 seconds. Who thinks that Coach Brendon can beat 39 seconds? I don't know, that's pretty good. Alright, my turn. Alright, so Coach Brendon got that in how long enough?
31 seconds.
31 seconds. Good job to me. Good job, Anar. You did well. How many seconds did it take you to get 4 of the eggs? Did you get hit or caught by the bird? Are you feeling a bit puffed now? Are you ready for the next activity? Go and have another couple of goes of that one. See how many eggs you can collect. And see if you can beat your first time and beat your partner. Let's go. Alright, how did you go with that one? What was your best time? Good job. Remember, you can play that with all your friends, at school, at home. It's such a fun game and it keeps us active. The next game, all you need is a paddle. If you don't have a paddle, you can use like a lid or like a Tupperware container that Mum says you can use. All we need is something that has a flat bottom that we can hit up and down. So you might want a ball. You can use a tennis ball, a ping pong ball. You could probably even do it with a rock if you don't have a ball. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a zigzag through. So you have to, you're not allowed at all to touch the ball with your hand once it releases at the start. We're going to be bouncing and walking through. So it's a little bit windy, which is going to make it harder. You've got to go through the cones, all the way through. I don't want to see these ones. Needs to be big ones. Make your way all the way through the obstacles. And the first person to put their paddle down on the chair wins. It's okay that the ball came off. However, if the ball falls off while you're going through the course, or you drop it or touch it with your hands, you've got to make your way back. Alright, go get your station ready. And then now Anar and I are going to compete, and then it's your turn. Alright, so that one was best out of 3. Coach Anar won all 3. So she definitely gets the point for this one, which leaves us 2 and 2. We're pretty close. How did you go? With that one, we had to use our hand and eye coordination. And down here, it's pretty windy enough.
Yeah.
Mine was going all over the place, so it made it a bit more challenging. Alright, so you saw how Coach Brendon and Coach Anar went. Now it's your turn to have a go. If you're doing this by yourself, that's fine. Remember to pop on the timer and see if you can beat your score each time. If you can beat your time each time you go, you earn that point. Alright, I'll give you some time to do that. Have at least 3 goes, and then we'll get ready for the next activity. Let's go. Alright, how did you go with the balancing one? Was it tricky? Did you beat your time? Or did you beat your partner? Good. Alright, I hope you're having so much fun. What we're going to do is we're going to move on to the next challenge. And all we need for this one, Coach Anar and I are going to use hula hoops. If you don't have hula hoops, you can use a ball. And the aim of the game is to try and get the hula hoop over the chair. But if you're using a ball, you want to get the ball into the bucket. So same rules, you just are using a different equipment. So what we're going to do is we're going to have 3 turns with different sized hula hoops. And we've got to try and get it to land on the chair. As you can see, they all fit, but this one's going to be the hardest. Alright, so if you miss at the end, you get a turn to do 1 hop, 1 skip, and 1 jump to retrieve one of your hula hoops to have a 4th go to see if you can get an advantage and beat your partner. So Coach Anar and I are going to show you how it's done, and then we're going to have a competition. If you can go get yourself ready, get yourself 3 balls, something like a bucket or a hat that you can throw the balls into. Make it challenging for yourself. Give yourself distance between where you're throwing and your target. Alright, let's go. Alright, so you get one more turn with that one.
Oh, what? That would be a big one.
as you saw, Anar didn't get any on in the practice round, but she had that fourth turn because she'd done a hop, skip, and a jump, and she was able to reach one of her hula hoops. Alright, now it's my turn.
Go, Brendon.
Didn't make any. Alright, so go have a practice, get yourself used to this game, and now we're going to actually have a challenge. Coach Brendon versus Coach Anar. We're tied at the moment. Let's see how we go after this one. Oh, didn't make it. Oh, that counts? Alright, and I said that counts. Alright, so as you can see, Coach Brendon got one, so I earned the point for this round. And how did you find that? Was that challenging?
I found it really difficult, especially because of me. Otherwise, I would.
That's what they all say. Alright, so now you go and have a turn. Let us know how you go, and then get ready for the next station. Alright, so this one is a soccer ball and a goal. And what we have to do is, me as the attacker, I've got to try and get the ball into the goal. And Anar as the defender has to try and stop that, and then we switch. So we'll each get 3 turns to try and get a goal, and whoever gets the most points wins this round. So all you need to do is have your cones or your pillows or your rocks, whatever you had as your outline set up so you can weave in and out. And then we've got a goal here, but you don't need a goal at home. You can use 2 cones, you can use 2 shoes, whatever you've got to make a goal. Make it tricky, and that defender, you need to make sure you're trying to stop that ball from going into the goal. Alright, Anar is really good at soccer and she stopped 2 of mine so far. I at least have to try and get 1. How are you going? Cheer for me. I need your support. Let's go. Oh. Alright, now it's Anar's turn. Let's see how she goes. Alright, Coach Anar won that one. Now it's your turn. Have at least 3 goes each and see who can get the most goals. See you back shortly. Let us know how you went. Alright everyone, so that brings us to the end of this session. Thank you so much for joining in. We hope that you've had lots of fun and we hope that you challenged yourself like Coach Anar and I did. Today we worked on our hand and eye coordination, we worked on our feet, we worked on our speed, we worked on our throwing, and we worked on our aiming. So within those games, we did challenge ourselves a lot. So parents, that's another great reason for you to be letting your child watch these sessions and participate, because they're getting a lot out of it. And most importantly, above all that, is we hope that they're having fun. If you would like to see more videos like this, jump onto www.strongertogetherlogan.com or check out the Stronger Together Logan YouTube channel. Coach Anar, could you agree with me and say that we had fun?
Yeah, I loved it. I had so much fun today.
It was good. And we were on a tie.
Yep.
It was, I think, 3-3. But even if it was 5-0, I would have still had so much fun. Because the most important part is that we're challenging ourselves, we're having fun, Coach Anar and I were laughing, and we're just having a good time. See you next week.
See ya.